Previously on 24.
This is Meredith Reed.
Miss Reed, the people that you think are responsible for killing President Hassan were not working alone. They were being funded and managed by people working inside the Russian government.
How do you know this?
I'm being set up just like you were yesterday. I need to get this evidence to you.
Arlo got a cell phone intercept report off NSA's Echelon. Keywords Jack Bauer.
We confirmed the voice print. Reed's connection to Hassan means she'd be highly motivated to help him. Take it to the press. That's his next move. This is a major opportunity to make everything go away, sir. Bauer and the evidence.
I need to find Jack, or else they're gonna kill him. If we can get to him, we can expose the cover-up.
Jack's gotta be working with someone.
Who?
I don't know. I never saw him. But Jack showed up with state-of-the-art weapons and comms.
Pablo, do you see Bauer? If you have a shot, take it.
I've got him. Put it down. Everything's all clear up on top, Jack.
Come with me. Do exactly what I say.
He knew it was a trap.
The evidence is on this memory card. Take it. When you see it, you'll know it's real.
The hit on Hassan is all arranged. Besides, and his people are taking care of everything.
I already know that you killed Renee Walker. What I want to know is the name of the Russian pig inside your government that gave the order. Where's the SIM card for your phone? You dumb bastard, you swallowed it. This is for my friend.
You've reached the mobile number of President Charles Logan.
The following takes place between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m.
As a principal player in this unprecedented and historic peace initiative, Secretary of State Canaan's untimely decision to withdraw for health reasons was a difficult one. However, the President wishes it to be known that in Secretary Canaan's absence and per his own recommendation, she has sought and gained the counsel of former President Charles Logan. Now, the President is acutely aware that this decision bears some controversy. But President Logan's experience with foreign policy and his skills in negotiation have already proven to be a great asset in these final hours before the signing of the peace agreement with the Islamic Republic. Once Mrs. Hassan
Excuse me, Mr.
and
President.
the IRC delegation...
Your car to the heliport is ready and waiting downstairs.
President Suvorov's plane arrived yet?
Should be touching down at JFK within the next 20 to 30 minutes, and then he'll be choppered into the 93rd Street heliport.
Thank you, Ellen. Tell him I'll be down in a moment.
Yes, sir.
Hassan and the IRK delegation have hashed out a few remaining points of protocol with President Taylor. The signing will commence as scheduled.
Tell me you have a lead on Bauer.
I'm sorry, sir. We tracked him to an adjacent building, but Bauer managed to get out of the cordon along with the reporter Meredith Reed. Also, he's killed Pavel. I've taken jurisdictional control of the scene from NYPD. We should be able to keep this contained, but it's not gonna matter if Bauer's already passed along the evidence he got from Dana Walsh to the press. The story's gonna come out.
No, not necessarily. We still might be able to manage this.
Look, sir, I know you've told me that you're committed to seeing this through, but you can still extricate yourself from this mess. There's no evidence of your involvement yet. You can still delay the press announcement.
It's too late for that, Jason. The White House press secretary just announced my role in the peace process. There is no turning back.
And there's something else you should know. Bauer didn't just kill Pavel. He butchered him. He beat him savagely, and then he eviscerated him. I don't think Bauer's just looking to expose the Russians' involvement in the plot against Hassan. This guy's out for blood.
Then you better find him and stop him, hadn't you?
Yes, sir.
Keep me posted.
I'm not going any further till you tell me what happened back there. You killed that man, didn't you?
Miss Reed, your life is in danger. You want to get through this thing alive, you're going to do exactly what I say. Do you understand?
Jack, I can't get a locate on the number you call from this cell phone. It's restricted. I'm gonna have to route a backtrace.
Can you do it here?
No, I need the equipment in my place.
Get back to me as soon as you got a location. Let's go.
Who is it you're looking for?
Someone who can give me the names of everyone else involved.
And what are you gonna do when you find them?
It doesn't concern you.
How can I trust you if you don't tell me what you're doing?
Because I'm not the person who's trying to kill you. The video file that I gave you is the only proof of the Russians' complicity in President Hassan's assassination. But the conspiracy doesn't end with the Russians. There are people within our own government that are trying to cover this up, including President Taylor.
Why would the president want this covered up?
Because she's trying to keep the peace accord alive with the IRK. And she knows Natalia has finds out that the Russians had a hand in the death of her husband, she'll never sign the agreement.
What do you want from me?
I need you to break the story in case I don't make it. I think President Hassan deserves that, don't you? Let me see yourself on.
What are you doing?
They've seen you with me. The authorities are going to start monitoring your usual forms of communication. You can't go home, you can't go back to your office. Is there anyone that you work with that you trust?
My editor, Gary Posner.
You need to try and get him the evidence. I can get you as far as the payphone. After that, you're on your own.
I'm glad we were able to come to terms.
So am I. Thank you, Madam President, for your patience with me. I am still new to this.
You are a natural leader, Dahlia. You have a superb advisor in Minister Jamart.
I appreciate the endorsement, Madam President. Pardon me for interrupting.
We were just finishing up. Dahlia Hassan, Charles Logan.
I'm honored to finally meet you, Mrs. Hassan. I was a great admirer of your husband. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you. President Taylor tells me you were instrumental in convincing the Russian delegates to stay at the negotiating table.
I'm honored to play even a small part in such an historic event. Madam President, may I have a few moments with you?
I'll see you at the signing. You still haven't found out how Logan convinced the Russians to stay.
I've investigated, but I learned nothing from delegates. I can have our intelligence service look into it if you wish.
Thank you, Jamart. We trust President Taylor. We have to assume that if she involved Logan, it was for a good reason.
The operation to capture Jack Bauer was unsuccessful. He got away, along with the evidence that he took from Dale Walsh.
You said you had the situation under control.
Clearly, I was overly optimistic. And in my optimism, I neglected to tell you that Bauer made contact with a journalist, Meredith Reed.
My God.
You need to call her publisher right away, deny any foreknowledge of whatever evidence she has, and demand that they do not run the story.
You're suggesting muzzling the press? Have you forgotten that freedom of the press is constitutionally protected?
You are the president, for God's sake. Invoke national security. You tell them this story will start a war. Innocent lives will be lost.
New lies to cover old ones.
The time is past for hand-wringing, Madam President. If you don't use the power of your office to shut this story down, your peace agreement won't be the only casualty. You don't need me to tell you the damage that your criminal prosecution will do to this country.
This country survived your presidency.
But it won't survive yours. Me, I inherited my presidency. I was never nearly as popular as you are. And most of my alleged misdeeds never made the press. But if you were to bear your sins to the people who put you in office, you are a beacon of righteousness. Not only for Americans, but for the rest of the world. You are the president who had her own daughter arrested rather than see justice go unserved.
I never should have let you do this.
With due respect, Madam President, I gave recommendations, I made whatever arrangements needed to be made, but every decision was yours. Let's not pretend otherwise. I've studied you for a number of years, Allison. I pride myself on being a good judge of character. You're a smart woman. You've always known what needed to be done and were willing to do it. Which is why I know you will call Meredith Reed's publisher and make sure he kills the story. I would suggest you do it now. You have a signing ceremony to prepare for. And I need to go meet President Suvorov.
Chloe, you need to see this.
What is it?
I just tapped into a live feed from Pillar's team. This guy was found strung up and sliced open in an abandoned building across from a department store. Got Russian papers on him, but I can't make them out. The res is too low. Looks like someone left a sniper rifle at the scene.
What's the caliber? Bring it up.
They tagged it as a .308 Springfield.
That's a gun that killed Renee. That's gotta be the shooter.
Jack did this and you still think you're gonna be able to talk him down?
I gotta try. Hilarious people are just gonna kill him, and I can't let that happen. Got a match from the department store security feed, 82%.
That's the guy helping Jack?
Yeah, James Ricker, ex-Green Beret, special ops. He served with Jack in the Gulf before Jack was enlisted by CTU.
There's one problem. He's dead. Says he was killed in a chemical plant explosion in Basra 7 years ago.
Yeah, well then he must have a twin who was there when Jack reversed the ambush. You better go back to your station. Pillar's watchdog is getting suspicious. Arlo, cross-reference Ricker's photo with the state DMV database. He must be living under an alias in the city. We find Ricker, we find Jack.
Okay.
Yeah, did you get the location?
You didn't tell me that was Logan's phone that I was tracing, Jack.
Does it matter?
Yeah, it kind of does. I think you know it, too. Or else you would have been straight with me. Listen, taking out a bunch of Russian spooks is one thing. Moving on an ex-president, that's quite another. That's a serious line you're crossing there, pal.
I know exactly what I'm doing. Are you gonna give me the location or not?
Logan's in a vehicle. He's moving west from the UN. He's syncing up with the Secret Service deployment grid. I'll upload his route to your tablet.
Hold on. Okay, I've got it.
Listen, Jack, I sure hope you know what you're doing. Because this path you're on, there ain't no coming back from it.
I wasn't planning on coming back. Look, you're right. You've already done more than I had a right to ask for. I want you to start erasing all your connections to me. Jim, thanks for everything. Bye.
Are you sure that's all you need? Should I call the doctor?
It's just a headache. I'm fine.
You wanted to see me, man?
Yes, Tim. Please sit down. You remember the reporter CTU arrested last night?
Yes, Meredith Reed.
It has been brought to my attention that she intends to publish an unfounded story regarding Omar Hassan's murder.
What is she going to be writing?
I need you to contact the FBI, have them search the Sunday magazine offices, locate Reed, and seize whatever evidence she purports to have.
I don't understand.
Her allegations are false, but the allegations alone could derail the peace process.
Well, even so, Madam President, you have to be aware they'll accuse you of censoring the press.
Tim, I did not ask for your counsel. I know exactly what I'm ordering you to do, so please just do it.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, drop off for receiving.
Straight ahead. Right.
Fast.
Just make sure Duncan knows he's covering the Logan profile. Tell him we'll work out the byline later. At his desk. This is closer.
Gary, it's me. Look, are you alone? Can you speak freely?
Yeah. Yeah, what's going on?
I don't have a lot of time. I have a lead on a story.
I'm listening.
I have a digital video recording indicating that the IRK terrorists who killed Hassan were being funded and run by Russian operatives.
You sure it's legit? Where did you get it?
From Jack Bauer.
Bauer? The man's a fugitive.
Look, Gary, it's really not safe for me to talk. I'll explain more when I see you. Can you meet me?
Sure, of course.
All right, that diner with the coffee arcade.
You can be there in 15 minutes?
Okay, and Gary, don't tell anyone. All right?
I got it.
Meredith, safe.
Yeah, you too.
There's no need to panic.
Do you know what he did to Mendel? He was beaten savagely, gutted like a pig, his men shot dead.
I'm sorry to hear that, but we both knew that Bauer would be a difficult problem to solve.
You know what he's doing, don't you? He's eliminating everyone involved, working his way up. How long before he gets to me?
That's not going to happen.
How can you be so sure?
Because you told me yourself your men would never talk, and if that's true, nobody outside of your inner circle can point the finger at you. I promise you, Bauer's never going to know. And on the upside, his recent activities are giving us a bit of an advantage.
What advantage?
CTU orders concerning him have been upgraded to shoot on sight.
First, you have to find him.
They're going to find him, don't worry. He can't stay under the radar forever.
I'll keep you posted.
We're under assault. We're trapped in the 4th Street underground. This is Unit LEZ-1 requesting immediate backup. Both entrances are blocked. We are boxed in.
Well, that's Jack Bauer. That's gotta be.
Did you hear what I said? That's Jack Bauer. Don't just sit there. He's coming for me. Sir, stay in the vehicle. We're armored and the glass is bulletproof. The assailant is masked. Maybe Jack Bauer. Close the door! Secure the vehicle! Stay down, Mr. President. Kill him!
Mr. President, get up or I will kill you right here. Oh.
Just got your flash. What'd you find out about Ricker?
You were right. DMV records showed Ricker living in Suffolk County under the name Simon Straucher. I tried to confirm, found out he moved from there 18 months ago, but he left a forwarding address with the Postal Service. It's right here in Soho.
Hey, Devin, what's going on?
Those people are requesting backup for the team in the field.
Why?
You didn't hear? Jack Bauer just kidnapped Charles Logan.
How the hell did he pull that off? Charles Logan?
I need to hear what's going on in that room. Follow me. How far out are you?
We're approaching the tunnel now. How the hell did Secret Service let this happen?
Bauer hit the town car with tear gas. The agents were too incapacitated to pursue. Katie's at the tunnel lockdown. I'm working on getting you schematics.
Hurry up. CT, big hole! Where did Bauer take President Logan?
I don't know.
You must have seen something. Come on, tell me you saw something.
Sorry, sir.
Nothing?
No one saw anything.
Eden, I went through an underground service gate. I need those schematics.
Sending them to you now.
Go. Take the car, Brownie, down there. Name's with me. Remember, unless it poses immediate threat to President Logan, you shoot Bauer on sight, you shoot to kill. Let's go.
Through here. I said look at me! You're gonna tell me everything I want to know.
Jack, you're making a mistake.
Don't you even try and pretend you're not a part of this. I found the man who killed Renee Walker. The Russian operative Pavel Tokarov. I got his cell phone. The last call he got was from you.
I know, and look, let me explain.
Explain what? That you sent him to kill me? You sent him to kill me, right?
Yes, damn it, yes.
Why'd you take out a hit on Renee Walker?
I had nothing to do with that. I was brought in after that happened.
Who brought you in?
President Taylor did my help to bring the Russians back to the table. I called my sources in Moscow. They told me that people in their government were behind Hassan's assassination. I told the Russian delegation I had evidence of that fact and the names of everybody. What was just to keep it the government? What evidence? It doesn't exist. I was playing poker. It was a bluff. It worked. It kept Taylor's peace agreement on the table, but you were determined to screw things up. I admit I was part of the government, but I'm not part of the Russian conspiracy. I had nothing to do with the terrorist attack or your friend's death. I'm not the bad guy here.
You know who is. You know the name of the person inside the Russian government who's giving the orders. I want that name.
Jack, give me the name!
You got 5 seconds before I put a bullet through your head.
You don't have to do that. I'll tell you. 4. Mikhail Novikovich! He's the head of the Russian delegation. He's been trying to kill the peace treaty from the start.
You're lying.
No, I'm not lying to you. No, you got my call off of Pavel's phone. You checked the previous calls. There's a dozen more. From Novakovich, I'm telling you. He's the one you want.
Say another word and I'll drop you right here.
Oh, no, please, don't kill me.
I was gonna kill you. You'd already be dead.
Farrell's just here. Find him.
Mr. President? Mr. President, are you okay? Can you hear me?
Eden, I need a med unit at the 49th junction.
On its way. Is it Bauer?
No, it's the president. He's unconscious. Bauer escaped. I'm gonna need you to redirect the pursuit. I'll stay with the president.
Understood.
You still might catch up to him.
They haven't yet. Do you have Ricker's file?
Yeah, including his current address. I'm sending it to you now. How are you planning to handle this? We can't send any tactical units to pick this guy up without Pillar finding out about it.
Not using any of them.
Who are you gonna get? All of our agents are fully deployed in the field. There's nobody to send.
There's one. Ms. O'Brien. Ms. O'Brien. I just had the flash
Mushroom Division. They approved your request to release Agent Ortiz into your custody?
Yeah, I'm in a hurry, so...
What do you think you're doing? He's a non-cooperative witness who is facing federal charges.
In case you haven't noticed, I'm still in charge of UN security, and you've taken away all my resources. And not that it's any of your business, but Agent Ortiz designed the entire UN operation. The signing is in less than 2 hours. His assistance in the field is vital.
I'm gonna have to clear this with Pillar.
Do what you want. But to me, you have bigger problems, like not finding Jack Bauer.
A day of startling events in New York has preceded shortly after the kidnapping and murder of Pakistani President Omar Hassan today. The IRK Parliament unanimously approved the ascension of Dahlia Hassan to the office of President of Pakistan. The way that Hassan's death
Are you Meredith?
Yes.
There's a Gary Clauser on the phone for you. It's up by the cashier.
Thank you. Where are you?
Meredith, the FBI is here. Showed up before I could leave. They're looking for you, questioning everyone, including me.
You didn't tell them anything, did you?
Of course not. But they've got an executive order from the president. They say you're in possession of materials that pose a national security risk.
It's a cover-up. Gary, the White House is trying to suppress the story. You can't let them.
Look, until we clear this up, you have to protect that evidence. I told them I haven't had any contact with you, but for all I know, they're tracing this call. You better get the hell out of there.
And go where?
Mr. Klausner, we said no communication outside of our presence.
I'm canceling an appointment.
Gary, they're gonna bury the truth.
Not if I can help it. I'll try to put a call into Ed Sampson at the Justice Department. But until then, lay low. Now go.
Let's go.
Where are we going?
I have to go to the UN. The division has given you a temporary furlough into my custody. Since you had earlier command of UN security, I'm gonna need your help coordinating protocols and deployment for the signing ceremony.
Pillar's okay with this?
I'm still provisional director of operations. I don't need his consent. So, are you coming, or would you rather wait here for your federal prosecution?
Let's go.
I'll take him from here.
You want to tell me what's really going on?
Yeah. You were right about Jack. He is working with somebody. It's James Ricker, ex-CIA op. They found him living in a place on Mercer Street under the alias Simon Strocker.
Maybe he's still with the company.
No, I checked with Langley. He was listed as deceased. More than likely, he's gone into business for himself, dealing arms or intel. In any case, he's not going to be happy we tracked him down.
Wait a second. Why are you telling me this?
I need you to talk to him. Get him to tell us where Jack is. You good with that, or are you still not taking sides?
I want to expose this cover-up as much as you. I'm in.
Good. Log sheets will show you accompanying me to the UN. I've secured you a separate vehicle waiting at the gate.
Is there any more intel on Jack? Has he resurfaced yet?
Yeah, you could say that.
Sir, I just received word. President Zuborov's plane has touched down at Kennedy Airport.
Tell Ivan to bring the car around. I want to be in the UN when the president arrives.
Да, шеф. Първо пранва через 5 минути.
Where's my McCoy? I'm not gonna ask you again.
11th floor, suite 11-7.
How do I get up there?
Secure elevator, east side garage.
Where's your key card?
I don't have one.
Where is your key card?
I don't have one, I swear. His personal guards have them at elevator.
How many?
2.
One upstairs?
One outside the suite, 2 inside, another by elevator.
Where else? Where else?
That's all I know.
really need an arsenal?
Better to have it than a nut. Besides, Ricker's a trained killer. He's gotten in a lot of trouble to stay off the grid.
Fair enough.
I'll start to consider the possibility that Jack's with him. Listen, Chloe. I can't be worried about Jack anymore. Not after what you told me he did to Logan.
Obviously, Logan's part of the conspiracy.
He terrorized a tunnel full of commuters with automatic weapon fire. He shot Secret Service agents.
He shot to wound.
He's careless, and he only cares about revenge. Does that sound like the man you know? Like the man you're trying to save?
This is about exposing the Russians' cover-up. It's not about Jack.
Are you sure about that? Because if Jack's there, and he makes any move other than complete surrender, I'm putting him down. You still want me to go?
I don't really have a choice. Whatever happens, call me at the UN.
You got it.
You'll approach the rostrum immediately prior to the signing ceremony and take a seat here in position 3 next to your mother.
I'm honored. But is that appropriate? I may be her daughter, but I don't have any official role in the government.
Excuse me. Mrs. Son, there's a call on your father's secure line. A woman demanding to speak with your mother.
She's in a meeting.
That's what I said, but this woman is quite insistent.
Who is she?
She won't say.
We're done, Mrs. Son. I'll see you in the staging area.
Thank you.
Line 2.
Hello, who is this?
Is this Kyla?
Who are you?
Sorry, my name is Meredith Reed. I need to speak to your mother.
I know who you are. What do you think you're doing calling here?
I know I'm the last person that either of you wants to talk to right now.
You're right.
But
I'm hanging up now.
no, please, your mother needs to hear what I have to say before she signs the agreement with President Taylor.
What is it that is so important?
I'm sorry. I need to speak to your mother directly.
Haven't you caused my mother enough pain? Leave us alone.
It's about the people who really murdered your father.
What are you talking about? We know who was responsible.
What you don't know is those people were working under the orders of Russian agents.
What?
Hello? When your mother gets back from her meetings, have her call me at this number. Can you take this down?
Go ahead.
It's 212-555-0121. I'll explain everything to her then.
Wait!
Meredith Reed, FBI, get your hands where we can see them.
What is this? What is this? But you have no right to take that. I haven't done anything wrong. What is this?
You're under arrest.
I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong.
Yes.
Mr. Woods, ma'am.
I've just received word from the FBI. Reed is in custody, and they've secured a data card they found on her.
No one sees what's on it but me.
Understood.
Sir, I'll take it from here.
No, you won't. I'm riding with him to the hospital.
Give some space. No. No, courage. Bauer knows. Warren Novakovic. Bauer's coming after him.
So we gotta get going.
Not yet. Just do what you can from here. Understand?
Yes.
Mr. Novakovic?
Hello? Hello?
It's Berkov. We've been attacked. It was Bauer.
Where's Novakovic?
He's dead. Everyone is dead.
Burkhoff, did Novakovic say anything about her?
I need an ambulance.
Answer my question. What did Novakovic say to Bauer?
Nothing. Bauer just came and shooting. But he was bleeding. I think he was wounded by one of the guards.
All right, sit tight. An ambulance is on the way. Novakovic is dead. Bauer killed him and killed all his men. I don't know if Novakovic said anything about it.
Yes. Sounds Logan. I was under the impression you were going to be at the heliport for my arrival. Yes, well, I ran into some trouble. I'm afraid I have bad news. It appears that Mikhail Novakovic was just murdered by Jack Bauer. What? Bauer learned that Novakovic was responsible for ordering and coordinating Omar Hassan's assassination, as well as the rest of his mayor's activities. Where would he get that idea? From me. The lunatic was going to kill me. What did I say? Think of it as sacrificing a rook for a king. Then Bauer has no idea that Novakovic was operating under my orders. None. According to a witness, Mikhail didn't have a chance to give you up, even if he wanted to. As far as Bauer is concerned, the trail ended with Novakovic. And he's being hunted by every law enforcement agency in the city. And I've heard that he's been wounded. There is nothing more dangerous than a wounded animal. Like, if you're so worried about Bauer, you never should have given the order to kill Renee Walker. That's what stirred up the hornet's nest. If I had known that you were going to find out about their activities and use that information to blackmail me into signing Taylor's peace agreement, I wouldn't have bothered with the woman. Water under the bridge, Jerry. I needed an opportunity to put myself back in the game. I'm sorry that it has come at your expense. You wouldn't begrudge an old friend his second chance in the sun. All right. I will meet you at the United Nations as soon as I can.